I'm giving blessings within the lessons. This is the essence of my wisdom, brethren. Papoose, living legend.
Keep them things going right there for me. You see what happened right there, citizens? Keep those things going for me right there. Keep that energy for me. Keep that energy for me. That's how you know the rap game is in good hands. When you got MCs like this one, you can't stop his destiny. Always has been underrated. Now we are endangered species. He showed you what he could do on the mic, freestyle, on records, on songs, in the clubs, in the videos. He showed you on TV what black love is all about. He showed you that. A stand-up man that stood by his woman while she faced adversity and took care of the family. Made his bars stronger, Heather B. That's all it did. Made him even more admirable, if you ask me, a stand-up guy. I see him on Instagram. I see him on social media, 10 toes down, standing up for the people. He got songs on this album that'll blow your mind. Endangered Species, when you listen to songs like The Human Body. Come on, like COVID-19, and he speaks from the verse. He speaks a verse from the mind of the virus. Hate Be Real. These are all songs I want you to tune into as we welcome him back to the show. I had to play the full 5 Fingers of Death. People ask, how come you don't do it as much? I said, because you can't do it. Go look at Papoose. If you can't do that, why are you even asking to do it? Welcome him back to the show. Give it up. The iconic Papoose, ladies and gentlemen. Papoose. Pat.
Yo, what's going on, man? Oh, man.
Pap, I know that was a lot, man. I know that was a lot for you, bro.
Yo, Sway, man. I don't know if I can live up to that, man.
Pap, let me tell you something, man. Pap, let me tell you something, man. I see something in you that my words don't even cover it all. My words aren't extensive enough. Not only can you live up to it, you already live beyond it. Trust me, I'm just telling you things you already done. Think about it. You make it easy for the intro. Absolutely.
And I highly appreciate you, Heather, Kelly, everybody, the whole staff up there, man. For real, man. Thank you, brother.
Nah, it's important, man. And you done showed us so much that the public didn't even necessarily deserve to see. I don't know, earn to see. It's just, you've been very generous in letting us into your household, letting us meet your family, letting us meet your kids, and seeing how you guys function on a day-to-day basis. It's similar to how when we had Martin on our show, and this is kind of like a microcosm to it. It's not, of course, as huge as Martin was and as much as Martin impacted us, but to see you would meet the Remy and Papoose, meet the Mackies and the different specials you did, you may not realize it, but you're that whoever in this generation gets a chance to see black love, hip-hop love, if you will, love that's relatable, the same way we got to watch it on Martin, they got to watch you and Remy. I don't know if you looked at it like that. But you know what I mean? They got to see a solid dude take care of his kids, take care of his queen, vice versa. Folks learning from that, Pap. You see everybody. Go on, speak on it. Yeah.
I know. I just was gonna say, man. I definitely, definitely been an open book for us. And I was also inspired by Martin. Me watching that show coming up, and I think it's important for us to show that for the next generation, like you said, for those that's coming up.
Do you feel like you ever showed too much though? Like it's something y'all showed that you regret, not regret it, but felt like we might not have should have done that.
Nah, I know what you're saying, and me just being a thinker, that thought always crosses the mind while I'm in the process of letting people see what's going on and letting them in, because you got weird people out there too. But nah, I don't have no regrets, because when I see the overwhelming responses, like people that say they're inspired, when I see couples that on a rocky relationship, and they say, "Yo, if it wasn't for y'all, we would have never kept going. You know, our family would have broken apart." I feel like it was all worth it.
It was all worth it. You got a song
Yeah.
called Maturity on that album, too, that I listened to. That really. Hey, where you at? You at the office? Pap got an office now, HB. You hear that?
I ain't want to say nothing. I was like, let everybody do their thing. Don't be a snitch.
Pap getting money right now. Hey, Pap, let me ask you this question, man, because I love your political sensibility. And when I listen to this album, it's called Endangered Species. First, let's talk about that title, Endangered Species. What made you call a project that?
Oh, yeah, it's two things that come to mind, you know, with that title. One is, you know, everything that's going on in society. You know, a pandemic hits, the blacks are affected the most. You know what I mean? Blacks and Latinos are affected the most. Police brutality, with a lot of people being shot down every other day, getting away with it. You know, we are an endangered species in this country. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other end, real lyricists, real MCs are an endangered species in hip hop. So, you know, that title chose me, I feel.
Real lyricists are an endangered species in hip hop.
Yes.
Okay. I want to ask you about some lyrics that you said in one of the songs, but before I do that, even just in this political climate, what are your thoughts? Like, we've just been having this discourse about voting, and I see a lot of folks that are on the fence. I've seen some iconic hip-hop folks that say it's a waste of time. I see other folks like myself, it's like, hey, man, if you don't vote for someone else will vote for you on your behalf. Play the game, infiltrate, let's get involved. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, it's the lesser two evils. You know, I'm sad that I got to say that, and I do understand people that feel, you know, indecisive, feel hesitant, because you're looking at both sides and you're seeing flaws on both sides. But in reality, as humans, none of us are perfect. But I think we got to vote, because, you know, Martin Luther King, you know, Medgar Evers, so many people laid down their lives so we can vote. So don't let them die in vain. You know, you just got to look at both sides, and you say, all right, on this side, I might get 25% of what we need as a people, but on this side, I ain't getting jack dooley squat. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to look at it. You know, to me, Donald Trump is a racist. You know, I don't hesitate to say it. He's a complete racist, obvious, out blatant racist. So, you know, anybody that votes for this guy, you know, good luck.
Okay. Papoose is here. Y'all want to jump in and say what up to Pap?
Yeah,
Papoose is here.
It's Tracy.
Hey.
On this subject, hey, love, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on everything. I'm wondering, on the subject of politics, it brought me to D.L. Hughley when he was critiquing Ice Cube and saying that he believes that there should be certain qualifications that are met before you become a leader in the space of politics, before you take a meeting in the White House. Do you believe that to be true? Or can you just have your full heart in it, you know, do the research and also be a leader?
Absolutely. I believe you can have, you know, your full heart in it, you know what I mean? And I feel like I would never say a man isn't qualified to be involved, but I will say, you know, you do have responsibility to us as a people, you know, not to sell out. You know, for some reason, man, you know, even though slavery, I don't know, I always go back to history, you know, what happened to our ancestors. And it reminds me of the Willie Lynch situation. You know, for some reason, you know, we always go back to that slave mentality. And that bothers me. You know what I mean? It was said that, you know, they had a plan to keep us enslaved for 1,000 years. And I just don't understand why anybody would advocate for Donald Trump. You know, they're basing it on materialism. They're basing it on, you know, what they're going to do for on a materialistic level. And in reality, Republicans never did nothing for black people, anything. So, you know, I don't see what kind of empty promises this guy can make to anybody. He's been a consistent liar since he's been in office. This guy would say something and the next day say, I didn't say that. So how the hell can you even have enough sense in your brain to say, oh, he's going to do this and do that? You know, I just don't believe it.
You don't believe it? Papoose is here. We talking about endangered species, right, HB?
Yeah, man, Pat was good. I told Horse you was coming on the show today, too. He told me to tell you what's up and to send love out to y'all as well. No, for sure. To send love out to you and Remy as well. I wanted to switch it up a little bit, and not that everything you were saying, I agree with you 100%, so let's be clear. But I wanted to switch it up a little bit because I've been watching a lot of your IG and seeing some of the things you're doing, just in terms of video and concepts. You said you was a fan of Martin. Obviously, you were a fan of the film Harlem Nights. I was watching some of the stuff that you was doing with that. Have you ever thought about like just taking another leap in your career and doing acting and just jumping on, outside of reality television, just like doing film and maybe producing, directing? Like, have you thought about that?
Absolutely. 1,000,000%. I believe in my heart that I believe I'll be very good in the, as far as making movies and things of that nature. Myself, my wife, and some other people, we actually been working on a movie to document our story, the uncut version of everything we've been through and how we was able to achieve Black love. And I got a couple other stories that I want to tell on camera. So to answer your question, yes.
That's fire. That's dope, man. Good luck with that, because I think, so many more. You always been, I think people compliment you a lot about, your gift of writing, first let's say that, then spitting, and then the art of storytelling. And a lot of times, just us as artists, we're able to advance that just on the big screen and even on television too, doing a series or doing something like that to show your skills in terms of acting. So good luck with everything, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the camera. That's dope.
Right. Well, you even telling me that, you're inspiring me even more to work harder on that. So thank you.
Go get it, fam. I'm telling you, go get it.
Heather been on the big screen before we got,
I ain't scared.
Heather been on the big screen, the little screens, all kind of. Hey, Pap. Hey, listen, Pap. Hey, and you tell Remy I said this too. That's my girl. You tell all those folks that wouldn't have been a love in hip hop if it wasn't for Heather B on Real World. Round of applause.
No doubt. Shout out to Heather B, man. That's a living legend.
Y'all so stupid. No, that's all love. That somehow. Hey, Pat, they tricked me. They said, yo, could you come? We gonna pay you to live in this house. We gonna feed you. So already I was like, ding, 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 pay, house, food. And then it was like, we was just gonna shoot a documentary on artists. Dude, I had no idea it was gonna turn into that. That was back in 1992. So imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, they said it was going to be a documentary. So I didn't know that was going to happen. It ain't had no title called Real World. We're going to shoot a doc on set artists.
Mona grabbed it. Mona ran with it, huh? Grabbed the ball and ran with it.
Yo, she what? 92 MTV had this idea. However people could take it and flip it and expand on the idea. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to y'all about getting into the art of filmmaking, or whether it's in front of the screen or behind it, because it's just another stream coming from your river, coming from your ocean. Just go get it.
Go get it, Pat.
Right, definitely. Well, each one teach one, I guess. You know what I mean? Maybe they was inspired. Shout out to Mona. I love you.
Absolutely. And I think too, to Heather's point, in the song, I want to say the song "Billionaire," right? And you start off with, you say, I gotta get a bag out of this rap shit before it's all over. Time is against me. Now I'm getting older. So I'm paraphrasing, but something about that line, because you're not really older to me. You know what I mean? You come after my generation, but you see people from our generation, the Nas's, the Jay-Z's, the E40s, the Too Shorts, the Snoop Dogg's. Man, these dudes are getting it now, man. Like, they putting out projects, they making a living, they building streams. Do you feel like you don't have that same potential, because you're younger than them?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I have the potential, but, unfortunately my experience in hip-hop, I caught the short end of the stick. I fell victim to a couple things here and there. I don't like to blame nobody, so I blame myself. Yeah. And I just try to better myself and learn from that. But like I said, in hip hop, I kind of fell short in certain situations where I knew I was on the path to greatness. You know what I mean? So I'm still striving to achieve that.
You're still striving to achieve that. I hear a lot of conversation. A lot of what you had to deal with was the technology of the music business, the industry. We know they promoted how you signed such a huge deal, and this is something we talked about before, past time. But now the conversation is back up. You hear different artists talking about record deals and the owning masters and owning masters and not owning their masters. And what was it about your deal that you didn't like? When you hear these people talk about what they went through, are you like, man, that's the same shit I was going through?
Absolutely. Just even signing to a major label, I wish I would have never did that. I had established myself and built such a huge following. Just off of what myself and, K. Slay and my team was doing, it was kind of foolish for us to even sign a deal. My deal was $1.5 million. And it put us in a bad space where we had to make music that was of their approval. We weren't doing that before. We were making music, giving it to the people directly, and the people were loving it. And it put us in a space where these guys had to approve it. And if they didn't approve it, we was put on ice. You know what I'm saying? That killed us more than anything. Being independent is the best thing I ever did. I haven't really started making no real money in music until I became independent.
So 1.5, and that was around early 2000s. That might have well been 3 million, because 1.5 back then, right? And you wish, and they shelved the album. Right?
They started, giving us problems with the music, and then also what happened with me was, in a nutshell, the owner of the label told me he signed me because his son was a fan of Law Library. So that was the reason he signed me. But I got signed by the boss of the label. So what happened was everybody at the label was bitter. They was angry because I didn't go through none of them, and they couldn't take money out of my budget because the owner signed me. So what they was doing was basically hating on my project, blocking me from getting into all the R&B artists on the label. And they were heard saying that they're going to get me off the label as soon as my single come out. And my single wasn't even out a week, and that happened. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of sabotage. I don't like to blame nobody because I should have did my own homework. And at the time I was young, and I made a couple mistakes also that contributed to that.
Okay, man, Papoose, man, you're getting the real. Let's play that Billionaire. We're going to come back and open up these phone lines. It's the first song on the album, Endangered Species. Listen to the lyrics, Papoose. 888-742-3345. Talk to him, man.
I gotta get a big bag out the Hutchinson River Parkway in the Chevy, my muffler rumbling.
Come on.
I every chain, designer frames with custom links. Gucci links, Figueroa's Cubans, and never tucked it in.
Come on. I'll be tearing the studio down right now if we was in that building. I'll be punching the mic if we was in that building. We got a hyena up in here.
Hyena!
Heather, you'll be screaming, stop playing! Fuck y'all doing? I'm not fooled by your success. Dope, a famous rapper that doesn't rap, I'm not fooled by your success. I got respect for the true MC over any of that. We all make money. How much money you want to show me you made? We was making money. How much you want to show me you made? I'm not impressed. I'm beautiful. I'm happy. Pap, I'm happy for everybody that's tricking the shit out of this system. And if you got to utilize the culture to do so, do what you got to do, but respect the culture. I'm not impressed by it. I'm not impressed by the change. I love it. I love that people are winning, but when it comes to this music and this culture thing, that ain't what impresses me. I don't care. I've been around a long time, Pap. Pap, I signed a deal with
you 1,000,000%, brother.
Signed a deal with Warner Brothers in 1990, Pap.
Come on.
Pap, you hear me? I know Jay was spending money from 88.
Money was money.
Yeah, Pap. A major deal in 90. You know where to find me. I'm still spending money from 90.
Hell yeah, that's back when that shit was crazy because my first advance was $50,000.
Woo!
Back on the night. That shit was a lot of money back then. That felt like Mama, we made it.
Yeah, 50,000 was 50,000 back then.
Yo, Pat, 50,000 back in 1992 was 50,000. That was Mama, we made it.
Wow.
Crazy?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Hey, Pat, you always got a lane. You always going to have a platform as long as I got one, HB got one, Tracy got one, because of what you represent. Like, listening to that song, man, how you say you ain't a mumble rapper, but you still mumbling. What the fuck? Poor engineers got to just keep punching in. I ain't knocking people's style, how they get to where they are. Like, I've had a lot of dudes who fall in that category. I meet them. I love them. I think they're great. And they come on our show and they spit bars. You know, I just don't want what's unique to us, what's special to us, what's invented by us. I don't want it to get exploited and diluted where it's no longer us or ours.
Exactly, bro. I've been feeling responsible lately to keep it alive, man. And I didn't even think when people said stuff like that, it was realistic at one point in my life. But lately, I've been feeling like, man, if I don't do it, man, nobody's going to keep it alive.
Nobody's going to keep it alive because a lot of us have gotten to a stage where we're a little older now. We're moving into different chapters. So, you know, so the I don't know, the dedication might not be the same. You got 3 or 4 kids. You know what I mean? Like it's I can't really go fight that fight today. I got to take her to a ballet practice. You know what I mean?
There you go. It's not the same. You got to remind yourself to do it.
So you got to remind. So it's important that we play Papoose. Round of applause, and that Papoose teams up with Conway the Machine. You know, songs like Kickback, and it's important that MCs that's bringing that collaborate. We were playing Benny the Butcher, Lil Wayne, and Big Sean today. It's important that those collabs happen. I love to see. It's
important that you support the DJs that's making this stuff happen too, and the producers. Shout out to Primo. Don't forget Premiere tonight, 7 p.m. on Shade 45. He be playing that shit like every week. Preem sent out his playlist, and you're going to see a Papoose. You're going to see Westside Gun. You're going to see some of these artists that's not getting this regular love and this regular play. The Bumpy Knuckles, Coach Bump. Like, you're going to graph. Everybody. Preem show so much love to the artists out here, man, that's really doing it and keeping the culture alive and breathing. So, love you, Primo. Tonight at 7, DJ Premier, Shade 45.
Preem on the album. I'm going to play this Preem. I was going to ask you about this because Preem did a track called Working.
Yeah. Shout out to Preem and Brady Watt.
What did he say to you? Because this you spitting a really slow, you got to step with the pocket or swing with it kind of flow. What did he say? I got this track. Like, how did that come together? Because anytime you do a track with Premier, it's like you made it as far as hip hop. Like, if you were MC and got a track, Primo let us use a track on our This or That album back in 98, 99. And me and Tech, and he's our friend. And we sat around and bugged on that for about 30 minutes. Like, damn, dude, we got a track from DJ Premier, dude. Like, damn.
Me too, man. Me too, man. That was my dream to work with Premier, man. Now he's my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he stamped it. On the album, though, I did all live instruments, man. You know what I mean? I wanted to step it up. Because I be hearing the voices out there, the criticism about, he's nice, but, the beats, this. So I said, you know what? Even if they don't like the beats on this album, they're not going to be able to say it's not quality. Yeah. I went in there with Preem, Brady Watt, you know what I mean? And Brady Watt, he played all live instruments. They played the pianos, everything. So they actually teamed up on that joint. Preem did the cuts, though, as you can hear it, man. So
let's play it. I want to play. I know a lot of citizens, everybody that's online, I'm going to let everybody get it off. I'm going to let you get a question, and I just need your setup to be quick with Papoose so he can get to as many people as possible. But listen to this track. This thing sounded different to me, man. I played it back 3 different times, Pap. It was. I love hearing you over this kind of track and with Preem and who else was it? Preem and who else?
Brady Watt. Shout out to Brady.
Okay, that's what's up. And here it is. It's called Working. Brady, I see you, baby. Yo. You never heard nothing like that, citizen. I already know. You thinking that in the back of your head. I say maybe HB, help me out. Tracy, you can jump on this too. I say 93% of the rappers, MCs in the game couldn't have figured that track out. Am I too high on my ratio, HB?
You know you ain't too high. That's why you said it. Stop playing.
Like, they couldn't have. This is like, come on, man.
Well, here's the other thing that Pat probably, just wasn't thinking about. Sway, you wasn't thinking about either. I can say it because we all friends with Preem and we love him. It doesn't matter if he comes on your track to produce it, to even speak on it, or to do the scratches. If Preem don't like it, he gonna tell you, nah, I can't, I can't do this. I don't like it. I don't feeling it. I think you need to do blah, blah, blah. So it's even to Pap's point, you feel like, damn, I made it once I got a track by him and he did something on it. The second part is it wouldn't even come out because if he don't like it, he's not signing off on it. That's the other thing too. He just be like, I don't like that shit.
That's a fact.
I don't like it.
He take his time and he's on. He take his time. Yeah, he honest like a mother. He don't play that.
Yeah. Papoose is here, man. Pap, real quick before I take these calls, with all that you do, the reality TV, that's money. That's a money stream. The offshoot shows y'all done, music obviously. Remy is killing it in her career as a correspondent. What have you learned about business? And because with all that's going on, you got to manage your money correctly. You know what I mean? You got to manage your money correctly. You got to plant things in different spaces. You got to have your rainy day. You got to have your line. The line you said in Billionaire, I got to get this bag out of rap before it's all over. How do you secure? What kind of things have you learned along the way to secure your financial security?
Yeah, the things that I've learned to secure, my financial situation is, make sure you stay on top of your taxes. Very, very important. I've been definitely doing that, working with a great accountant. Make sure you have an accountant that you can trust. I've also invested into the trucking business. Make different investments. Always have more than one income. Don't rely on one thing. I've made more money on television than I ever made in music. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, make sure you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread it out. You know what I mean? And that's what I've been doing, just making different investments. Option trading, I've been getting into that, which is even better than stocks, in a certain way. So just spread it out, man. Make different investments.
What made you go trucking?
What made me go trucking was a friend of mine that I grew up with. He actually had a CDL license, and he was working for another company. And he was expressing to me how they was just serving him a lot of injustice, and he wished he had his own business or, somebody that he can really grow with. So I said, you know what? This is a guy I know. I'm going to make the investment. I went out and bought my first truck, and we've been rocking ever since then, doing good.
Wow, that's big, man. Man, I love it. There you go. My man Papoose, man. How many trucks y'all got now, if you don't mind me asking?
We only got 2 now, but we grown. We started with 1. We got 2 now.
There you go. You doubled up, baby. They doubled up. They doubled up. All right, quick question, quick answer, man. We got Blake from Illinois on the line. Papoose is here. Endangered Species. It's a new project. What's your question, Blake?
Hey, Blake.
Hey, Papoose. How's it going, man? Quick question. Just wanted to know how your creativity has been affected and how you feel the rap game has either progressed or regressed during the past couple years.
I feel like the rap game in the past couple of years, I would say it declined as far as, MCing, you know what I mean, as far as substance,
right.
As far as, the passion for it, you know what I mean, just hearing artists who have that real passion. I feel like most artists, the majority of the artists out there, they go in there and they say anything. People buy it. Well, I feel like it's improved for the way that, young Black and Latino and people from all different walks of life are able to just feed their family and put money on the table instantly. Yeah. Artists get a record out there, start streaming, they good, they set. So I feel like it's improved how they can just instantly blow up, like that instant success. The one-hit wonders, they don't stick around, but they happen more often these days.
Yeah, and they got a little money in their pocket, so they still good. Blake, thank you, Citizen Blake, my man Blake.
Sway in the morning, ding, ding, ding.
Well, let's go to Las Vegas. Rita.
Hey, Sway. Oh, my God, I didn't think I was going to get on here. Good morning, you guys.
Grand Rising.
Season's greetings, Rita.
Good morning. I didn't think I was going to get on here. But Papoose, you are the bomb, okay? I got to say big ups to you and your family, and keep doing what you're doing, because this stuff is good. What you're doing is good, and you got good content, just like you were saying. I was just listening to you guys, so I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Rita, go. His project is out now. It's called Endangered Species. It's the new one. He got some bangers on there.
I'm going to get it.
Okay, cool. All right, Rita, thank you. You're a citizen, Rita. Give her a citizen.
Sway in the morning, yap.
I mean, I don't even know how to say this name. Ilo Unique in Denver.
What's happening?
I said it right?
Yeah, you did.
You got it right this time, Sway.
That's what I do, kid.
What's his name, Unique?
Yeah.
Ilo Unique.
Ilo Unique.
Yeah, that's what I do, kid.
Oh.
Yes, sir, yes.
You know,
so I don't got a question for Papoose. Just wanted to give the man a shout-out. Appreciate his music. First song I heard from you, Papoose, was Alphabetical Slaughter. Been rocking with you ever since. One of my favorite tracks. Glad you're back on the airwaves, man. Had to give a shout-out.
Did you get the album, man?
Oh, I got the album. Better believe it. She's on repeat.
Okay.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Hey, so check
Yes,
it.
sir, Papoose.
What do you think of the numerical Slaughter 2 on the album? Did you hear that?
I mean, come on. It's the only follow-up you can do with Alphabetical Slaughter.
Yeah, 10 toes down. 10
toes down, and Papoose is the only one who can do it.
There it is, man. All right, my man. All right, you a citizen, Ilo. My man,
Sway in the
Ilo.
morning.
All right.
Okay, man. Pap, they all over, man. Well, you want to go to Cali? You want to go to Jersey? Where you want to go, Pap? You want to go to Virginia Beach, Buffalo? You pick the city.
Man, let's go to Buffalo.
Let's go to Buffalo. Okay, let's go to Buffalo. You know, he got
a lot of shows out there.
They give you love, right? Conway the Machine on the album. You know, Julio.
What's good?
Julio.
What's good? Good morning. Blessings.
Grand Risings, brethren. Say hello to Pap. You got a question for him?
What's good, Pat? How you doing? Good morning.
What's good? I'm great, man. How you?
Blessed. I feel incredible right now. I can't even believe I'm on the phone with a legend right now.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Did you get the album?
Man, of course. Of course.
Okay, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
You got a question?
You know, absolutely.
Nah? Okay, go for it.
As a young person coming from Buffalo, you know, as a young father, you know, I just want to know from you what's the best way lyrically, mentally, and emotionally, you know, in the music world, how can I grow?
Well, the way you can grow, I would say, is to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? And you have a family. You mentioned that you're a father. You know, put your family first. Definitely put your family first. And when the kids go to sleep, man, you know, go out there and tackle it, man. Tackle the world is yours. Be consistent, be persistent, man. Master your craft. But just put your family first, and everything else will fall in place.
There you go. You got it, Julio. You're a citizen, all right?
Sway in the morning.
Thank you.
My man. Yo, everybody else, hit up Pap on his social.
Right.
Ollie, Big Rick, and Sac J in Camden, Trey in Virginia Beach, Natalie. You know, I got to get Trey, because Trey been, you know what, this is one of those dudes.
Our
Pap,
homie Trey? The Trey
yeah,
that
man.
always call? Okay.
That always call. Trey, Pap, you know when you do shows for years and you always notice that one dude or that one person in the crowd that's just been rocking with you.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's who.
Russo was like that.
Okay, so Trey for our show, Sway in the Morning, and Heather B Live, anything we do, Tracy G, she's Beauty and the Beast. Trey supports us. This is
Absolutely.
Trey from Virginia Beach. Trey, what up, man?
Trey, what's good, family?
Yo. This is mixtape murder. Mixtape murder. Shit, y'all heard her. You might as well go and get your burner. Yo, what's happening?
I love Trey.
Crazy.
That's my man. Yo, Sway, you know I love you. Heather, I love you. Tracy,
I love you too, family.
Love you.
All y'all. Wonder, OQ, all y'all. Listen, Pat, you my man. My whole family, my kids grew up. I'm 52. My kids grew up, man, listening to Papoose mixtapes. No lie.
Wow.
When I had my first granddaughter last year, her name is Blue. They voted on my what they were gonna call me because I wasn't with that granddad shit.
Okay.
it was either pop pop or pat
Right.
pat.
Oh wow.
I just said it gotta be pat pat. Daddy, listen to Papoose. Man, listen, I have a Papoose song in damn near every playlist.
Wow, man.
Yo,
Damn.
man.
Even in my gospel, no lie, even in my gospel playlist, I got a Papoose song.
Hey, Trey, you dumb. I can't.
Wow.
Stop
Come
playing,
on,
Trey.
man.
Stop playing.
Well, let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, man. Listen, you know what I'm saying? That this doesn't happen every day. You know what I mean? So I just definitely got to say I appreciate your support, man. And, you know, much blessings to your family. And I'm glad you chose that name, man, because, you know, that name was given to me by my grandmother, and she passed away from cancer. So that carry that name, you know what I mean, with pride.
Salute, bro. And listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something that I did, and you probably were gonna get upset with me, but I'm gonna tell you, that emblem, that Papoose emblem, I loved it so much, man. I took it to my man, and I had him put it on a T-shirt for me.
Oh,
I need you to get some merch. I need to get that emblem on a T-shirt, bro.
No, it is. I actually got the merch up. If you go to my social platforms, I got it up now. I got it on. I got shirts, hat, mask.
Okay, I'm on it. Yeah, I follow you. You actually followed me back on Instagram, man. I told all of my family I was crying. My family was bugging. They was like, "This nigga is tripping right now."
Big Pap crying over there.
No question. I'm going to cop a T-shirt right now. Sway, Heather,
you got some.
Y'all love y'all.
You look at they follow when they don't follow nobody. You know what I mean? I follow anybody who follow me. I try my best to follow back.
Wow, jeez, man. Yeah, I follow a lot of folks too, man. I could be it could weigh on you, but I guess you built for it, Pap. Hey, Trey, man, you a citizen, man.
That's Sway in the morning. Let's go.
Let's go, Trey. My man, Trey, man, he bring that energy, bro.
Hell yeah.
Nah, he do. He
bring that energy. Hey, Pap,
that's real.
You got to do everything you got to do and go around and do your rounds and get that exposure. But no, when you come here, you coming home.
Man, and let me say this, because with the exception of DJ Premier, I know for a fact who listen to the show and always being supportive, but it's a lot of people out here who listen to Sway in the morning, other stations, other DJs or whatever. You ain't got to reveal yourself. I already know you there. Support Pat. When he call, his people call or whatever, and they want to talk about his projects, tell his story, support. Stop being corny. Everybody want to talk about how they real hip-hop or whatever. If you real, support the artist and let the artist that's been holding the foundation down come on your platforms and share their stories. Let everybody know what they up to and doing. Y'all corny for that. Y'all listen to this show and go bite and then try to give it another title or give it another name. Nah, open up your platforms and open up your phone lines, answer your phone, respond back to your DMs, and let artists get on your platform, even if it's for 10 minutes, to let everybody know what's going on with them. Stop being corny.
Stop playing. Hey,
you must have read my mind. Heather.
Hey, Pat, listen, sometimes you can't say it. That's what I tell Sway, too. Sometimes Sway can't say it. Sometimes you can't say it because you sound bitter. No, let me say it. I don't got no problem. Niggas know I ain't bitter. I'm good.
Wait, hold up, HP. Hold up, man. Hold up. But Pap, even to build on it, Pap, what they'll do is they'll make a headline out of some controversy that might be happening in your family's life. You know what I mean? Or Remy might say something and they take it out of line, or you might do something. They'll promote all of that shit. But when you got something that's, substantial and you got your music coming out, they don't want to hear it. Well,
right.
Yeah. 1,000,000% true. 1,000,000,000% true. This is what they do, man. It's crazy, man. I hate to say it, like Heather said, but it's true, man.
Well, sometimes it's the position people are in. Like I said, Pap, Heather said 92 is when she was getting them TV checks you was talking about.
Woo!
Got that big old advance, and I did a major label deal. I didn't even talk about the Sway and Tech independent game. So we ain't gotta play games. We could keep it 120%. We don't need to, be salacious or, play to that internet. I mean, I get it why people do it, and But we ain't got to do that. We in it for different
It's
reasons.
the same thing with me, Sway. I'm a different Papoose. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, I made money off my investment. I've made money off of television. I've made money off of music. So everything is. I'm comfortable now. I'm just doing what I love doing and trying to keep the culture alive.
There you go. That's why we love you, Papoose. Give him a round of applause.
That's
Endangered Species out right now, and just in the theme of what Heather was saying, Pap got a song on the album that confronts exactly that. It's called "Hate Be Real."
Yes.
we go in the interview with "Hate Be Real." Pap, love you.
Love y'all, man.
Continue success. Tell my sister I said what it do. I'm proud of her.
Yes, please.
Right.
Stay that course.
Sure will.
Hug the kids. I remember when I saw your kids at SOBs and they were acting like they were bigger stars than us. Pap, you remember that?
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. They still are.
They still doing that? Yo, Heather, they was looking at me like, I was like, I know y'all know who I am.
I was like, do you know who this is? This is Sway. Get your ass over there and salute that man.
They was really trying to play me out. Nah, man. I'll tell that y'all ain't 21 and you in the club. Shit, I was going to get them kicked out. Hey, Pap, come on, man. Keep rising, Pap. We love you, man. We're going to play this.
Thank y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for having me.
Too.
Take care, brother. This is Hate Be Real, and we coming right back. Sway in the morning, Shade 405.